Holy fuck. 569 for gas?
Boy, it's a crazy world when you don't even worry about an accident. You worried about the price of gas. Welcome back, guys. It's Will We Make It? It's Cosmo here. We're going to go over the week. It's Friday, and we're going to talk about some news, some interesting things happening in crypto and the stocks, and we're going to get us prepared for Monday. So let's get it. Alright, before we get into it, just make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button for me. That really helps get the channel out there. I greatly appreciate it. And make sure you hit that bell notification and we'll get right to it. Alright, let's get started with my personal portfolio. We've got our stash up here. Now, if you've noticed, last week we were at a little bit higher, so we've dropped a little bit. Kind of a little bit of a rocky week, a lot of ups and downs, to be honest with you. Still up in the positives though. Like I said, I did sell my smart portfolio, so as you can see, this hasn't changed. It does take a little while to do that. They basically have to settle all your stocks, which takes about 2 days, and then they have to transfer that money to your account, which can take up to 5 business days. So it's actually been about 7 days now, counting the weekend, so it'll probably happen soon. As you can see, it's processing right here, so it's going to take a little while, but as soon as that does process, I'm going to go ahead and put in my Coinbase account, and I'm going to put it into Ethereum, and I'm going to go ahead and stake my Ethereum going forward. Also, I'd like to note, if I can just go back here, I did sell my Ainley Capital Management, simply because basically I was losing money consistently with it, so I wanted to go ahead and put it into something else, and I'm actually used that money. Let's see right here if we can pull it up. Yeah, right here, sold it on March 30th. For $27.97, and I went ahead and purchased that in Google, because you know Google's got that 20-to-1 stock split coming up, so I'm looking forward to that. So any money that I put into Google, I want to put in before the split, because I'm basically predicting that it's going to increase a good 3 to 5% right after the split. And then I'm going to take my profits and go from there. So that's what's going on with that. Now in the crypto world, you can see, I can pull up my Gemini. As you can see, it's going up and down. That's crypto for you. But if we take a look at the week, still up for the week. So things are pretty leveling off pretty much. We had that big spike last week, a big recovery actually. And as you can see, it's basically, if we can go over to the charts right here, it's kind of leveling off a little bit. As you can see, it's kind of gone to a level resistance here. Now, there is some news that I did hear concerning Bitcoin. I don't know how true it is, but they are talking supposed large whale who owns a very significant amount of Bitcoin is basically talking about selling. And now, he owns, according to this article, let me see if I can pull it up. All right, here we go. This article is very interesting. The self-proclaimed Satoshi plans to dump his Bitcoin worth $50 billion as Bitcoin has no utility. Now, this person, the thing with cryptocurrency is it's all anonymity. So, you know, it's all anonymous, basically. So this person can claim that he owns such and such amount of Bitcoin and all this, but unless he actually physically shows us his wallet and shows that he currently owns 1.1 million Bitcoins, you know, you really have to decide whether or not this article is true or not. But if it is, in which he says that he wants to sell his entire stake of Bitcoin, which is currently set at $50 billion, which would completely crash the Bitcoin market, would be insane. But basically, the article goes on to say that he believes Bitcoin has no utility and that crypto in general is basically a scam. Now, my personal view on this, you guys know my personal view on this. I believe cryptocurrency is the future. I do believe that Bitcoin does have its issues. It requires a lot of energy and it is very slow. That's why I'm fully invested in Ethereum. When a new Ethereum 2.0 comes on, it's gonna basically overthrow Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. I do not see Bitcoin going much higher than, we may break past. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we may break 50, 60K, but I do not see it. Some people are forecasting it to go to 100K. 100,000. I don't see it, and in fact, I think it's going to go considerably, lower. But you have to understand, Bitcoin is the largest, and everything down, and all the altcoins are dramatically affected by Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, all the other altcoins generally go up. If there's a strong push in these altcoins, then Bitcoin goes up. So a lot of it is tied together. So what I really think will happen is once Ethereum 2.0 comes out and it really starts to gain momentum, you're going to see these flip. And basically you're going to see Ethereum's market cap is going to surpass Bitcoin, and basically we're going to have a new king on the block. And now that's my prediction. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So, but that's what I believe is going to happen, and I'm going to go ahead and put forth the majority of my stake in Ethereum as far as cryptocurrency goes. Yeah, so some of you guys are wondering, where do I spend a lot of time researching certain information and trying to get the feel of, what's important, at least to me, and where do I get this information in stocks. There's actually a great app that I want to share with you guys. It's actually called Simply Wall Street, and let's see if I had it up earlier. And it's actually a great app for your phone, and it works just like it is here. Let's list it on here. You can actually search any company that you want, and you can look over, and it'll basically tell you the information from each day that comes out. Pertinent information on the business, the stock, the information related to its price, its future. It gives you graphs, information on what's positive about it and what's negative about it. This is take example for Apple. It's completely free on the app. If you do it online, you can only search 5 companies, and then it'll basically pull up this little block here to make you pay for it if you want to go any further. But when you have it on your phone, this block does not come up, and you can continue to get more information down. So if you're interested in finding out information, you can download the Simply Wall Street app. Again, I said it's free, and you can set up your own portfolios. You can go over here. I've got my own portfolios with basically a listing of companies that I've been interested in. As you can see, there's Ainley Capital. They have simple graphs to go for, and you can simply select which one you want to, look at, and it'll basically come up with their information and what's positive about it, and their current stock prices, what's going on with the company, if it pays a dividend, just a lot of other different information. Like I said, on their phone, you have a lot more access in the free version, and there's also a paid version. But again, I'm not sponsored by this in any way. It's just a great tool to get information about a company that you're looking to invest in. And finally, just want to go over May 3rd and 4th will be the dates that the Fed meet again to make a decision on interest rates. I do believe because basically the first rate practically didn't do anything. Inflation is still climbing. It's still over 7%, 7.8, 7.9%. It's just ridiculous right now. I mean, oil's through the roof. You know, Biden says he's going to release the oil reserves. I'm not going to get political on this channel. That's not what this channel is about. But, I mean, if anybody believes that the Putin war is the cause of this inflation in oil prices, you are completely delusional. But anyway, that's just my personal take on that. But the Fed does meet May 3rd and 4th. I do believe they will get more aggressive, and they will probably go with a 0.5% instead of a 0.25% raise. That's just my personal opinion, because right now I don't see inflation slowing down at this point. I do believe it's going to continue to grow unless some drastic measures are taken. Now, hopefully that doesn't involve pulling us into a recession. I do believe the economy is strong. I think we can avoid a recession. I certainly hope we do. But even if we did, we wouldn't find out for probably the next 12 to 24 months after the fact. So the only thing we can do is basically take it slow, and just shoot for, you know, stick with the conservative approach as far as stocks go, which is what I'm doing as far as, you know, my stocks. As far as crypto, I'm being a little bit more aggressive. So make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're interested in Stash, click the link down below. Get 20 free stocks. Also with Gemini, if you sign up and you trade over $100, you'll get $10 in free Bitcoin. Again, you don't have to keep that Bitcoin. You can trade it for Ethereum. You can trade it in for Sandbox, Mana, whichever. You can trade it for ApeCoin. You can do whatever you want with that free $10. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.